Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to show you my build for the upcoming Phase 4 for Retribution Paladin in World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. I did some testing on the PTR and I want to share my insights with you about runes and what I think our place will be in the meta as a DPS class. So let's start with talents and runes. For talents we go like this. 5 points into improved Blessing of Might to boost our damage and the damage of our melees. 2 points into improved Judgment to reduce Judgment cooldown, 3 points into improved Seal of the Crusader, 15% more holy damage, 5 points into Conviction for 5% more damage, 1 point to the Seal of Command for sure, 2 points into Pursuit of Justice for more movement speed, that's always good for paladins, 3 points into Vindication, I will show you later why we do this, 3 points into Two-Hand Weapon Spec for more damage, same goes for Sanctity Aura, 5 points into Vengeance, and now we go 5 points into Divine Strength here, 5 points into Improved Seal of Righteousness, this boosts the damage of our Seal of Martyrdom, and 1 point into Consecration. Now we move to the Protection tree, 5 points into Redoubt. You can also do Improved Devotion Aura, but for off-tanking I think this is just a better option here, and 3 points into Improved Precision for 3% more hit. Now you got 2 points left, you can put them wherever you want, wherever you prefer. For example in Guardian's Favor to reduce the cooldown of Blessing of Protection and Blessing of Freedom. Or you can go Repentance and Benediction, you could also put it in Deflection, choose what you prefer here. If you ask why we don't go into Blessing of Kings, the reason for this is Hunter have the space lane now, so they don't even have to use a rune slot for it even now. And also Protection Paladins are really strong right now, so they also will take it on the way, and it's just better on them as it is on a Ret Paladin. Let's go to our runes. On the head rune we go for Wrath, this boosts Consecration damage and also the crit chance of our holy spells. On the back slot it gets interesting. We got to choose between Righteous Vengeance and Vindicator now. You probably would think Righteous Vengeance is the way to go here, because of 30% additional damage over time on your main abilities, but in my testing I have to say Vindicator is just awesome. This rune is not only decreasing the attack power by 210, the strength and agility by 15%, it's also increasing your strength, your agility and your attack power by 15%. For 30 seconds, and this is working on bosses now. So what it does is it puts an insane debuff on raid bosses, which reduces raid damage by a lot, and on the same time it improves our damage by even more. So in my testing this was just a way better option. I did way more damage with Vindicator than I did with Righteous Vengeance, so I will go Vindicator here for sure. On the chest rune we go Divine Storm. Seal of Martyrdom is baseline now, so Divine Storm is the way to go here for sure. On wrist runes we have to choose between Purifying Power or Improved Hammer of Wrath. With the Art of War nerfs, Purifying Power becomes way better now. It's reducing the cooldown on Exorcism by 50%, and Exorcism is still our second highest damage source at the moment. Because of this, I probably prefer Purifying Power over Improved Hammer of Wrath. Hammer of Wrath gives us a really good execute phase, but I think overall Purifying Power is the better overall damage during a boss fight, so I will go Purifying Power, but I have to test both options more on when it's live. On hand we go Crusader Strike for sure, on waist we go Chef of Light. On legs, our leg rune is really flexible now. We probably go baseline Aura Mastery, because we can use it to increase our damage of our Sanctity Aura for 6 seconds. We can pair this with Wings and do a lot of damage with it baseline. But it depends on the situation we are playing right now. For example in PvP we go probably Avenger's Shield baseline or Rebuke for kicks. In PvE situations it depends on the boss we are fighting now. Exorcist is baseline now, if you don't know it, that's why I'm talking about it like this. For example in Molten Core on Magmadar, the boss Fierce, we can go Inspiration Exemplar here. On Shazar we need kicks, so we go Rebuke here. We can also choose Aura Mastery for a defensive slot to boost the fire resistance aura, or we can take Divine Sacrifice, a spell which wasn't used in the past, but for now it becomes a viable option. It's reducing the whole raid damage by 30%, and it's boosting our damage by 10% for 10 seconds. So this will also probably be a viable choice now. I will go Aura Mastery baseline now, but as I said, it depends on the situation and the boss you are fighting. On Feed Rune we go Art of War. Even the nerfed version is the best option we can get here. It's reducing our exorcism for every crit we do by 1 second now, but it's also reducing the mana cost of exorcism by 80%. On ring slots we go Holy Spec on the first ring, and on the second ring it depends on the weapon you are wielding, axe, sword, whatever you're using. So where are we standing now? I tested our DPS and I tested it with wings and without wings. In my testing I had no Wind Fury and no world buffs. They are not active right now on the PTR, and with this I was at around 1.5 to 1.6k DPS with wings. It can peak higher with crits and twists, but that's the standard right now. Wind Fury should increase it by a good amount, so that doesn't sound so bad, but the problem is wings are only durable for 20 seconds. After that our damage tanks a lot and goes down to about 1.2k on average, again without wings and world buffs. It can peak higher and it can even go up to 2k with lucky crits, but that's only on peaks. I have to say, I didn't optimize my damage, I didn't use start attack macros, I didn't use Aura Mastery during wings to increase my Sanctity Aura, I didn't use weak auras to optimize my rotation with seal twists and other stuff like that. The way I tested this was in a casual way. You can squeeze out more DPS for sure if you want to parse, but in conclusion, our damage without wings seems to be kinda low now, to be honest. Consecration on cooldown will boost our damage a bit more when we can't go in a raid with a Shadow Priest and world buffs. But for now, compared to other classes, our damage doesn't seem to be great. During wings it's high, and with Wind Fury it will be higher, but those numbers will probably put us on the mid of the DPSs, maybe at the low end. What we bring to the table is support. We reduce boss damage for the whole raid with Vindicator, and we might have to use Divine Sacrifice in the future on some bosses to help out with damage negation. Our resistance aura will be really useful in raids, and we can ramp this up with Aura Mastery. But Holy and Protection Paladins will also bring this. Our leg runes are really flexible and we have to adjust them on different bosses to help our whole raid. We are still able to off-tank and bring blessings, but I sadly think Retribution Paladins in this state won't be necessary on a 20-man raid roster. Prot and Holy Paladins will bring the same utility and will be stronger than Reds for now. We have to see if Blizzard will change this or adjust this, but that's my opinion on it for now. For PvP, we do a lot of burst, but wings can simply be dispelled and we can be kited really easy. Let's hope Blizzard will change a few things. Tell me your opinion about Retribution Paladin right now in the comments. And if you found this useful, consider to like and subscribe for more World of Warcraft Season of Discovery content.